Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. There's actually a ton of news that I couldn't possibly even think to squeeze into this morning's crypto minute. Let's start with Blue Sky. Blue Sky in Brazil is seeing a surge of signups. Why? Well, that would be because they're expecting X to be banned in the country. As a matter of fact, Brazil is also going after Starlink. Elon has a big problem in Brazil, and I don't know that he's actually working to fix it. So that's a little problem for him, but it's good news for Blue Sky. Why? Blue Sky is a decentralized social networking platform. So that surge could actually do a lot for that protocol. Anyway, what else is going on? Circle CEO says that there are a lot more crypto surprises coming in the very near future. Jeremy Allaire suggests that there are more surprises to come in the crypto industry, and that could refer to new product launches. One thing that I do know that's coming, which was kind of a surprise, smart contracts for XRP Ledger. Yeah, that's been announced. They're actually going to do it. There have been rumors. They've been floating that bubble for a while, right? And now they're actually saying they're going to do it. So for all those who actually took the crypto class on how to do your own research, you just heard two terms that I use in that class. Do you know which terms they are? Let me know tonight when you sign in for the live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. What's next? You have Morgan Creek's co-founder, Mark Yusko, saying that Bitcoin ETFs contribute to the BTC volatility and that they have more control over that space than people think. Yeah, I keep telling people, the more spot ETFs that pop up, it's not necessarily a good thing for crypto. And we should very much be paying attention to it, right? We should very much be paying attention to that. It's not necessarily a good thing. And we probably want to buy more to keep it decentralized. Decentralization, happens when more people own, not when that group diminishes. So investing in Bitcoin is a big deal. I'm not going to say it's an obligation, but yeah, I'm not going to say it's an obligation, but what else is going on? So cryptocurrency hacks caused about $313 million to be lost in August. The only thing that says to me is that people are not paying attention, right? They're not paying attention. They're doing wild things on wild platforms with wild protocols and things like that. If you do not understand something to its fullest, don't do it. Don't use that tool if you don't understand how that tool works, right? Don't do things. I mean, if you're buying something from somebody reputable, okay. But if you're buying something from somebody that you have no idea about, an entity that's faceless, nameless, you might want to give that some thought. You might want to say, maybe not. Wait for others to try to tackle that. But be very careful when you're out there. $313 million in a month, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. The people that broke into Wazirx and snatched that $230 million, as an example, are already moving that money via Tornado Cash. They're going to collect a lot of money off of that. Probably not the whole 230, but it's going to be a lot, and they're moving the money around. So yeah, be careful. Be very careful about where you're doing business and how you're doing business. Be sure in the moves. Be sure-footed in what you're using. I wouldn't want to have anybody caught in another Wazirx. Just saying. Banking giant TD Bank is said to put aside over $3 billion. Because remember a few months ago, I was even on CBC because of this. A few months ago, they got busted for, let's say, lax KYC and AML. People were able to come into the bank and, cash checks, deposit, make deposits, cash deposits in large sums. People just driving around cities in different vans, just getting out, making deposits. And it happened all the time. I mean, there was like, I think I reported that there was something like a couple of billion, couple of not billion, couple of million that was laundered that way. Because it gets laundered when you take cash and deposit it into the bank, and now it can go anywhere. The bank was helping that to happen, facilitating that, allegedly. But there was a big news report on it. They have it on film. It's just something to think about. Something to think about. So I'm bringing that up because it's a major bank. TD is not a small bank. TD is a major player. A major player, right? So I'm paying a little bit. I told you guys I was going to pay attention to that story. And here's the next leg. They're expecting big fines, right? So like what, 400 million in fines, maybe something like that. The 2.6 million to fix their problems. So they're earmarking that about $3 billion. All right, let's see what they do with it. I'm expecting they're going to be a lot of hires at TD Bank. They're going to be a lot of hires, a lot of new material going on at TD Bank to plug those holes. And I think there's going to be a ton of government oversight. And here's the thing. I don't think it's just going to be in the United States. I think it's going to be the United States and Canada. Just saying. Also, yeah, Cardano is now in the Voltaire era, right? The Chang hard fork happened, and now they're in the Voltaire era. There's more decentralization. There's more programmability. And here's something else that people kind of push to the side and don't really think about. Hoskinson is about to step away. He's not that far from stepping away. When you have community, have the community, managing everything, about time. So what I look at it is that you had the Hoskinson era, and now you have the Voltaire era. It's a good time for him to step back. It's a very good time for him to step back. Very good plan. It's a very, very, very good plan. I just think that new faces, fresh air over at Cardano is going to make Cardano drive higher. Having the same people running it, having the same people talking about it, having the same people make decisions, having the same thought process is not the greatest thing. And he knows it. And that's why he said it. Yeah, I will be stepping away. So I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, when? Clock is ticking. I want to see when he's actually going to step away, because that's going to be a very big deal. When community governance comes in for Cardano, I want to see when Charles Hoskinson steps away, right? Steps away from leadership and lets the community lead. That's going to be a very big deal. He's already out there saying that the new Voltaire Cardano implementation is is better than Bitcoin. And I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, You know what I mean? Don't talk about it. Be about it. What else is going on? Solana meme coin app Pump.fun. Fastest growing app in crypto history. Yeah. Numbers are out. Fastest growing app in crypto history. I'm sitting back and I'm going, yeah, because people had a meme coin craze. An absolute meme coin craze. So I'm not surprised. I'm also not surprised that, when Sun Pump came out, they shot past Pump.fun in terms of, new projects. Not shocked. It's a booming space and can be a major piggy bank for those projects. Has been for Pump.fun. Now, Polygon 2.0, Pol is out. That happened. So if you look on CoinMarketCap and look up Pol, it's there. It's got the same price as Matic because everybody still has to move over, right? Nothing big happened. I said, I'm expecting the excitement to be there. But now is when I'm waiting for Cardano and Polygon to start announcing new projects that are going to take advantage of the new versions of those protocols. That is what's going to drive the prices up. That activity is what's going to drive positivity. That's going to be the very big deal. Again, the market is literally just waiting for a catalyst. Could we go down to $54,000 the way some people think? Yeah. Meaning Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin shoot up beyond $75,000? Yeah. It depends on which kind of catalyst we get. Depends on which one. Right now, the total value locked, I think, is at like 98 or $88 billion. People are waiting. They're waiting. JP Morgan thinks that, the interest rate cut, the expected interest rate cut, is not going to have that much of an impact on crypto. Highly possible. Highly possible. September is also not a great month for crypto, except I think there's going to be a difference this year. I think this year is going to be a little bit different. I think we are going to see crypto get back into the 60s and maintain. If it can get back to the 60s and maintain, new high is around the corner. Do I think we're going to hit a new high by the end of the year? Yes. I think it'll be heavy and hard. Heavy and hard. More importantly, I think that you're going to see more projects pop up. Why? Just in August alone, you saw a surge in startup funding. It's like over $63 million. That's a lot. Some people sit back and go, oh, that's not a lot of money. No, for a startup, we're talking about startups, not overall investment, just startups. That's a lot of money. Because how much money does a startup actually need? $1 million here, $2 million there. I'm just saying, there's a lot. There's a lot you can do with $63 million. And that was just for the month of August. Telling you guys, stop and think about this stuff. SushiSwap's meme coin Launchpad, kind of struggling. And I'm not surprised. They don't have the money behind it like Sun Pump with Justin Sun, and they don't have the hype behind it like Pump.fun. So I'm not surprised. I'm not shook either, but I'm also not surprised. It is what it is. What I am shocked by is, XRP Ledger getting smart contracts. Imagine XRP Ledger having smart contracts. That's going to be interesting. Because what are they saying? Again, what they're saying is, this is the perfect platform to build on. You can't build on that until you get the smart contracts. You really need the smart. You can build on it, but when you get smart contracts, that's when you're really going to see builders open up. And I believe Ripple has the money to actually go out to developers and say, hey guys, come over here and start building. We've got incentives. Just like I said last week, Sony's doing the same thing for Sonium. That's another one I think that can hit the market. If Sony announces anything within the next month or so, the market's going to go insane. They have all of the pieces of the puzzle right there. They can do a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot. And I'm just sitting back and I'm all for it. I'm like, oh, that could be interesting. XRP Ledger getting smart contracts, that's interesting. What's the timeline? Is it this year, early next year? What are the timelines for those pieces of information? Do you see how I'm pinpointing when the news could drop? The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm trying to time when that news could possibly drop and when I need to buy to take advantage of that news. Because that's nothing but positive. That's nothing but positive. I'm also waiting for banks to start talking about, oh, we've integrated this technology, that technology. And I'm waiting for them to say we've integrated blockchain for these particular things. That's when you're going to see something else go up. So I'm interested in seeing how everything plays out, very much so. Japan is thinking about doing a flat tax on crypto. It's currently right now a floating 55%. And I think about a flat tax of 20%. That would do a lot for their economy. That really would do a lot for that economy. Last bit of good news. Binance makes a key announcement on Toncoin amidst Telegram, the whole Telegram saga. They're like, yeah, whatever. That's all good. We're going to take Toncoin and we're going to include it in some new locked TVL products. The idea is that Telegram is Telegram, but Ton is Ton. Did you notice this weekend that Toncoin dropped, Tron bunny hopped Toncoin. Meme coins are still big. When I gave the class this weekend, I was looking at different articles that were saying meme coins are small, meme coins are going out, meme coins could be doing something. Meme coins are big. Pump.fun is still banging out memes. Sunpump is banging out memes. SushiSwap might be struggling with their Launchpad, still banging out memes. Memes are making a comeback. I think they're really making a comeback. But you know what we should do? That's right. We should go over the numbers. Let's see what we can do here. Get rid of my notes out of your way. We're going to start with the GMB Crypto Tracker Top 25 Losers. Gets updated every 10 minutes, so all I have to do is come in and look at it, which is great. Now, what am I looking for? Now, I normally don't pay attention to something like this, but it's in the top 250. Here's Sun Token, 179. It's ranked at 179. It's down 2%, which means it has not moved. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Zeros. That's huge. So we're probably going to see some positive on the other side. But look at that GMBX factor. What? So let me ask you a question. Was this a rug pull that's now trying to make a comeback? $321 million? I'd have to do some research to find out, but that caught my attention. That caught my attention. Let's go over to the GMB Crypto Tracker Top 25 Winners. There's a lot. Here's Ordi, up 18%. GMBX factor of 2x. Dog with Hat, up 13%. GMBX factor of 2.03x. Sats, which is ordinals, up 12%. GMBX factor of 12.96x. That one's very interesting. Very interesting. At $651 million market cap. Yeah, I'm probably going to pay attention to that. I should probably dig in and say, well, where do I think ordinals is going to go? Because they have a 12.96x. What? Do I think it's going to hit that 12.96x? It's based off of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, you'd have to think that ordinals would go up. Sats and stacks would have to go up, right? Wow. I could make an argument on both sides on whether or not you could make that 12.96 GMBX factor. Wow. I think I have to do some research on that to really dig into it. Aave is up 10%. GMBX factor of 4.01x. Who else am I paying attention to over here? Flow is something I used to own. 11%. GMBX factor of 70.3x. Remember, they were involved in all the gaming stuff and all that stuff, and NFTs. 70x, 70. I don't know about that. Really don't know about that. But gaming is making a comeback, so it's something to pay attention to. And here's Cat in a Dog's World, up 7%, ranked 164 with a GMBX factor of 9.92. Let me tell you something. This one could wind up being interesting because you have the new dogs meme that's out, and this one's called Cat in a Dog's World. Now, it wasn't named after dogs. It was named after the other guys, but that could actually wind up being interesting. So I am paying attention to that. Sui is up 7%, GMBX factor of 1.67. That's pretty interesting to me. Pith Network is up 6%, right? 6%. 77% off its all-time high with a GMBX factor of 3.38x. I think Pith is going to grow. Pith is a hair away from $1 billion mark again. They used to be at $1 billion, over $1 billion. That could happen again. Do I think that Pith could actually double its market cap? I do. I really do. Could this be a $2 billion coin? I think so. If they keep growing and keep adding to their Oracle status, they could do it. They could do it. So I'm thinking about getting a bag. I don't think it's gonna hurt me. Just saying, get a bag, let it sit. Just one of those long shot roster spots. That's what I'm thinking about. What happens this week? Trading job openings. Yep. Thursday is ADP unemployment, U.S. productivity. There's a revision expected. ISM services, S&P final U.S. services PMI. Okay. Friday, the unemployment report. New York Fed president speaks. Yeah, those are things that I'd be paying attention to. Not really huge, but those are things I would be paying attention to. I'm telling you, the big day is going to be the 18th. That's when that's when the rate cuts are going to drop. But everybody's kind of baking it in. What they're trying to figure out is if it's going to be 25 bips or 50 bips, basis points. So I don't know. Fear and greed index is down to 26. Like I said before, right now we've got $88 billion in total value locked. We're having a hard time maintaining ourselves being in the 90 billion range. We'll see what happens. But again, look at these numbers. We're still trading in one of the tightest spaces we've ever had. One of the tightest spaces we ever had is right here, right now. Look at that. Yes, we keep skidding across the bottom. We've skidded across the top. We've skidded across the middle. I'm telling you, the market is very compressed. The market is saying we could go lower, but we're not going to go that much lower. And we want to go higher. I'm telling you, that compression is going to cause an explosion going up, I think, not going down. Could we see a downward dip and then a huge explosion up? Right here, downward dip, nice explosion going up to get back to where it was. Just saying. Could that happen again? Yes. Except this time, I think it'll be a quicker regain, and then you'll see it go up beyond my 69,355. That's really what I think is going to happen. Looking at the big board, yeah, there are a lot of things in green, but do I care about the color green versus red at these levels? No, I don't. I'm looking at the GMBX factors. I'm looking at all kinds of data, doing technical analysis. Now that I've got news behind me, right? Now I'm doing all kinds of technical analysis to see, well, what kind of chances do I think a coin is going to have to meet their GMB, to realize their GMBX factor? I'm looking at things like that. For coins like Ton, I'm looking to see, well, what do I think it can do beyond its GMBX factor? I'm just saying, there are things that I'm paying attention to that I think most people should pay attention to. Something else that people should pay attention to, I gave a class on how to do your own research, and it went well. It went very well. Well enough that we're going to have another class this coming Sunday at 4 p.m. That's right, 4 p.m. That means the Sunday roundup's not going to happen, but we will have that class on how to do your own research. And that's going to be great. That's going to be great fun. So I'm expecting to see people like Ty show up, Captain Banana, and a lot of other people show up. So if you want to sign up, I'll have that online this afternoon, and you'll be able to start signing up for that class. Something else that we're doing is we're also saying that we're going to have a self-paced version of that class. I recorded most of the videos over this past weekend. I've got one more to go. Once that one's done, we'll put that self-paced class up there, and you'll be able to take the class whenever you want. You won't have the banter back and forth with me, but you will have all of the information you need to actually make that happen. Just saying, there's a lot going on, and I hope you join in. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, become a member both on YouTube and on growmybag.tv. We have a lot of things going on and a lot more coming, and membership has its benefits. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.